Hey again everybody. So I thought I'll do a bit of an ending update for the last few days of what was sort of being done. It's been really sporadic, but I've done a little bit of footage today, me out in the sun and building this together, and I tried to do what I could, but I've sort of kept getting interrupted every time I try to make a little video about what's going on. So this is about as far as I got on this door at the moment. I'll pick it up and show you. Throw all this stuff off here. So that's the old bit, which you would have seen in the bits and pieces today when I was making stuff. That's my corner for here. I haven't made this patch yet for the outer skin. But that's what we've got going on here. So I've got, that one's all ready to go back on, apart from a little bit of clean up and weld it on. This one obviously I've still got to finish welding it on, but it's in the well, it's on there, but it's not finished welded and not cleaned up, obviously. So that's what's going on with that door. Hopefully I'll get that finished tomorrow without interruptions and taking kids for bike rides and all the other freaking stupid things that goes on around here at the moment. But anyway, so with this front guard area, I've done a whole heap of work in here. We're just getting all our repair panels sorted for the outside, because this here originally, because it was actually a piece for the front, and it was they were weirdly sort of finished off. They were never finished off like these bits were. Even on the other side, Dad had to reshape it a wee bit at the bottom because it wasn't right. But anyway, this here come around, and then it actually carried on out here, and sort of wasn't really the right shape, so I've had to reshape it and heat it and beat it around all sorts of bits and pieces. Dad actually made this to, I think he actually made it so he could hold that up against there and actually get it to hold the right shape, because we had to put a couple of small slices in it just so we could get it to manipulate where we want it to. But we've basically got it ready to weld on with just some final touch-ups before we do. So that's sort of what's going on there. So all the rest of it's all rebuilt on the inside of it now. The only other thing we're going to have to do is we were looking at rebuilding these pieces and just patching them up and repairing them, but we think they're sort of a bit past trying to weld up. They're too pitted, so Dad's going to have to order another inner panel. So he's going to, I think the guys that are in the South Island that supplied a lot of parts for these Jags, and I think the Daimlers, which were just similar models, I think he can order one of these days shortly and get them to send it down. It's a couple of $300 to get that inner panel, which is, I suppose it's, I don't know whether it's cheap or expensive, but it's quite a complicated sort of shape. It's not real simple to make, and we haven't got enough material here to make one. So, and I think it's sort of beyond. You could repair it, but I think it's just so pitted. I think you'd be chasing yourself welding it all back together. So yeah, we're just going to get one. So yeah, we'll put that in afterwards. So you're basically already there, like all the floors and done, all the sills were repaired, all the structure under there is all repaired now. I've tried to take videos of it, and I'll try and piece it together a bit. Obviously, you would have seen it before this, but yeah, I'll try and piece together what I can, the best I can. So yeah, that's sort of what's going on. So yeah, everything else is pretty much done. I think I had a couple other little bits and pieces I had to tidy up and dress up. I think I've still got a little bit of finishing work on that one. Oh yeah, I do. Put a little bit of weld in here that I could have cleaned up. We sort of jumped around a bit. So yeah, what else can I show you? Oh, a couple of little tools that we dragged out of the old container out of the back. This is a set of rollers I think actually my cousin made years ago when he was doing his apprenticeship at one of the aluminium smelters. So he made up a set of rollers there years ago. We used that to roll the new piece for the bottom of the other side. And it's a shame, but I was going to film it, but Dad dragged out his old arc welder they got off somewhere. You could actually like pull the cables out and plug them in different positions to change your amperage. That's how old the bloody thing is. We had this going the other day too. I was going to try and, didn't have my phone on me, use this to clean up those rollers because they're sort of very rusty. Ran a bit of emery cloth across them and gave them a bit of a polish up. So we've been doing all sorts of things, and just half of it I've never caught on, unfortunately, on video, because I either haven't had my phone or it's been inside charging, or yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting really close to having all the metalwork done on this. And now that we've jumped back to level 3, and hopefully level 2 in a week or so, we're about to actually get some materials to start doing some body filler and whatever, and get this thing back into paint, and then we can get it down a bit again so we can drive it around and use it, take it for a cruise. We've got a little bit of hammer and dolly work we might try and do in here a little bit. It's not bad, but it's not as good as it could be. So yeah, that's sort of what's been going on. Here, I've got lots of little bits and pieces of videos I'm going to go through later tonight and try and piece something together. I don't know whether I'll put this on the end of it, this video, or I might even put this on the start, show you, and then we'll go through the bits and pieces that I've cobbled together and try to make a half by decent video. Alright guys, cheers. So I'm about to cut this corner out here to see what's underneath here, and this corner out here. Back to you shortly. Righty, so cut these corners out. Front one and the back one was back door for the left hand side. So I wasn't planning on having to do any major repairs in here, but it is quite rotten, so I'm going to end up having to take that whole corner out and rebuild it all, because it is the piece that's rotten down on that other piece. I wasn't so sure about this one either. Didn't look too bad from the other side, didn't look like there's any holes in it, but once you get in there and clean it up, there's quite a few holes in that, quite fitted, so we'll just whack this corner back off and rebuild that part of it too. Hopefully the rest of it's not too bad. So yeah, we're going to make these bits in both inners again. This one here we'll just cut off through here and we'll just weld it on here, but this here we're going to obviously come and do that bit. So I'm guessing probably make that all the way around here. Actually cut it off through here, cut off through. I'll just try and make this piece in here. We'll have a bit of a look when we sort of get into there a bit, but I'll cut it back about here somewhere first, so I'm not going to go right way back. Not really that much anyway, but we'll try and keep it back to this corner a little bit, so maybe a little bit easily doing up. It's not going to matter a lot, but let's see how we go. Rebuilding more corners, and hopefully it's not too rotten in behind there like that other one, like the one on the front door. But we got our little order in of our little rescue package. Some flat discs, flappy discs, or whatever you want to call them, and a couple of just real thin grinding discs. They're handy just for doing that sort of soft clean up, a bit of weld and stuff like that, where you don't really want a big heavy one, and you don't want quite a, you don't sort of need something a bit more substantial than a thin cutting disc or zip disc or whatever you want to call it, depending on which part of the universal world you're in. So not like a thin one like that, which is what's left one. It's a little bit thicker. What are these? 3 mil, 3 mil thick, whatever that works out to be in inches. I don't know every conversion, but I know most. But so yeah, so got those and those. We did get a wire wheel too for stripping some paint off around the front. But when we looked at the price of it, because we just rang them up in the wood and told them what we wanted, but they sent us this wire wheel. It's like, I don't know, it's fucking crazy, man. It's like $70 worth or something stupid. So we'll send that back. We said wait for a few days until we. How much was that bloody cutting disc? Yeah. Wire cap wheel jazz. It's fucking $71. It's like, that's stupid. Who's going to pay that for a wire wheel? Well, it's nothing special. Like, it is a decent sized one, but it wasn't even what we wanted. Because we wanted the twisted knot one. But yeah, so we'll send that back and we'll just get the right thing ourselves, and hopefully in a week or so, if we can get out to some of these bloody hardware shops or something like that. Righty? I'll try and show you this if I can. So we put this new piece in here, it comes up to here, and then we had to rebuild the end of this piece here. So from here back is new, and then the floor is new up to here. We cut this piece off so we could do all that, and then we just welded it back on. It's still got to be cleaned up properly and everything. So yeah, now we're going to make up, oh, there's another little piece in there, so we're going to make up this, which comes down in here and folds in here like this, and joins all this in, and then we can make the outer piece. And oh look, we've got to put another extra little piece of skin on here. There's another little piece that comes down under here as well. So yeah, getting there. So this piece was from here, and I'm making this bit to fit, as you can see. So we're not far away, a little bit of trimming and bits and pieces. It's a little bit oversized, but it's not bad at all. Here you go, everybody. So I thought I'd try and give you a quick shot of what's been going on down here. It's a bit hard to see because it's spray painted black, but Dad's now got all this piece all closed in under here. It's all repaired, so now we're just going to start with the outer panel, get that fixed up, and this inner section that we've cut in half that we need to get in there and repair, which is that bit there. That's what's going on there. I didn't get anything done on the door today, unfortunately. I was doing other things, walking around tracks, all those sorts of things. At the moment I'm just cooking tea, funnily enough. Cooking some homemade meat patty, meatballs, what do you want to call them. And then I've got some sausages to cook in a minute, which won't take as long as these because these are still frozen from the freezer. We were going to have something else and we changed their mind last minute. So yeah, I'll give these a little bit longer and then I'll get some sausages on. Alrighty, cheers. There you go, guys. So I'll just give you another brief update on here. Like, it's a bit of a suck because it doesn't look like we've done much. But Dad yesterday got all this all filled in, like it's all spot welded around here like the original join. I think there was a little piece in here that he had put in So like it doesn't look like it's changed much from the other day, but it's all, that all piece is all closed in now and all ground up and all ready to go. So, man, I think I showed you the other day that too, that floor section's in. So it's all repaired in there now. So we're just going to get this outer stuff sorted and the inner fender and inner guard piece done. I'm not sure what I've showed you on the door. I'll have to check back through the videos when I edit this up. But so I got this piece in. The only reason I put a bit of weld down there because I just didn't quite have that line in the right place. So I put an extra bit of weld on there just to build it up so it blended in a bit better. Try and show you. Yeah, I had this line a bit farthest away, so I just put a few extra spot welds on there just to give it a bit extra meat, so when we blend it in with a little bit of body filler and whatever later on, it's just still plenty of steel behind it. So yeah, maybe a bit more of a tidy up too once I get the outer skin on, all that sort of stuff. I think I've got the outer patch made there somewhere too, but yeah, biggest problem, yeah, well, we just actually come out of level 4 lockdown today. We're only in level 3 now. Over here for this stupid friggin' COVID-19 crap. God, it's bloody annoying, but anyway. Yeah, I can't find that patch, it's around here somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, we're out of level 4, and a few of the more industrial sort of stuff is going back to work, but still can't go bloody shopping and buy anything, which is a real dumb apart from food. We can order a wee little stuff online now, but yeah, it's just bloody nightmare. So many things I need to do, especially personally for myself, because I've got no bank account here, so I need to get that sorted. Because I've got no job, I've got almost no income coming in, so I need to get a bank account so I can get a little bit of government assistance until I can get a job. That's if there's many jobs left, you know, with businesses, they'll probably end up closing down because of this bloody shit and been closed down for so long. So yeah, but hopefully we'll get it sorted, but it just depends on how long I have to stay here too, because I'm going to run out of bloody money if I don't get working shortly, which will take longer to get to the States again, but we'll get it worked out. Alright guys, cheers. Righty, quick video time. So, I've got this just clamped up here in the meantime. Made a patch panel for the bottom. Obviously this is going to be all cut and reshaped because it's not the right shape. Yeah. The fun bit in building this outside panel, so we rolled this bottom piece on a set of rollers, but this here actually went out like that, went out like that, and it's actually poking them way out here, so we had to try to manoeuvre it in here and make it look pretty. Righty, a bit of update progress on this door, so I've just whipped this off. I'm bouncing backwards and forwards here trying to help Dad get this out of the bloody piece fixed in the outer skin on the door, on the front guard or fender, so I'll cut that off. I've got this one ready to weld back on. I'm just blowing a bit of that black zinc and paint in there, so I'm just getting ready to make this piece, and then I'll make the other skin as well. I haven't done that yet, but I've got that other skin made there for there, so that's basically ready to go on. partly on there now.